What Huckabee just disclosed about Trump's Scotus pick will have Dems running to their safe space. By us4trump.com. Former Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee joined Fox News Friday morning, mocking Dems after their recent meltdown of Justice Anthony Kennedy's announcement about his retirement. Huckabee makes some good points with a dash of clever humor. Huckabee, during his appearance, explained that Democrats are melting down and acting irrational over the fact that President Donald Trump will nominate a second Supreme Court justice. Let me quote a famous politician, Barack Obama, who said elections have consequences, Huckabee said. He continued, they certainly do. We elect a president, he picks Supreme Court justices. It's the way it works. Huckabee added Democrats will be unhappy no matter who Trump nominates, and that is for sure. Let's just take a listen, because instead of me reading, so glad Donald Trump will appoint next Scotus justice, but it's causing Dems to melt faster than Wicked Witch of the West at a water park. Governor Huckabee, if he put Moses up for the possibility of being Supreme Court justice, the ultimate lawgiver, the Ten Commandments, the Democrats would still be against it. You know, it is so true. That's such a good point, Mike Huckabee, yes.
Appoint the next Scotus justice, but it's causing Dems to melt faster than the Wicked Witch of the West at a water park. I don't know how long you worked on it. What do you mean?
Well, the fact is the Democrats are being irrational. Let me quote a famous politician, Barack Obama, who said elections have consequences. They certainly do. We elect a president, he picks Supreme Court justices. It's the way it works. He picked, I'm talking he, Barack Obama, picked two, Sotomayor and Kagan. Was I excited about that? No, but he had a right to do it, and a lot of Republicans voted to give him those picks. Now Democrats act like, no, if it's a Republican president, he doesn't get to do that. Well, why not? I think the Democrats are going to be unhappy with whoever Donald Trump puts forward. If he put Moses up for the possibility of being Supreme Court justice, the ultimate lawgiver of the Ten Commandments, they would still be against it.
Yeah. I don't think Moses is available this time around. You would agree with that. Listen, who would you pick if you have a name? And how do you think it changes America if it does?
One of the things I feel very strongly about is that it shouldn't be that you pick somebody because you perceive them to be a conservative. That's the whole problem with the court. It's become an ideological court. It shouldn't be conservative or liberal. It ought to be a constitutional court. And the pick ought to be somebody who has great respect for the actual words of the Constitution, what they meant when they were written, and until they're changed, follow them. What we do not want, liberal or, quote, conservative, is somebody who wants to legislate from the Supreme Court bench. If you want to be a legislator, run for Congress. If you want to be a Supreme Court justice, look at the letter of the law and interpret it, but don't make it up. And that's been the problem for the past 40 or 50 years with Supreme Court justices who thought they were members of Congress.
Yeah. We may get a pick before the Moscow summit. We'll see whether or not that happens. Mitch McConnell was with Shannon Bream last night. He and his wife are the victims of a verbal assault. One could suggest perhaps leaving Georgetown. This is what he said about that last night.
I loved it. It went viral on the internet, and I've got one tough wife. I'm really proud of her. And I think getting in people's faces in public places and trying to make them uncomfortable,
It's disgraceful.
it certainly is not a great way to sell your point of view. But
Absolutely.
I think everybody ought to have their fair say.
What do you make of that when your daughter was a victim of this last Saturday?
It's
Someone on the left
disgraceful.
said the GOP, the president started it. You talk about this a lot, civility in American life.
Well, Bill, I think the tragedy is that a lot of people on the left now think that it's not enough to go and vote at the ballot box or even go to town halls and public meetings of political nature and express themselves or write letters to the editor. Now it's about not just shutting down their views, but it's about shutting them down in a personal way, not allowing them to go to a movie or a restaurant or pump gas, as Maxine Waters famously said. Don't let people do anything. That's not a free society. That's not a place where liberty reigns. That's a place where fascism reigns.
Correct.
When you start telling people that they can't live their lives normally and freely. We don't want that kind of society. I don't want it for people on the left. I would never want to shut down their businesses. My gosh, that defies everything I believe and love about America, is that people can have different points of view.
Governor, appreciate your point of view.
But there's a civil way to act about it. Not that is fascism, what the liberals are doing and what Hillary Clinton is calling for them to do, just like Maxine Waters, you see? And then Joy Behar says, oh, it's a dictatorship that way, meaning with Trump. No, it's a dictatorship if the liberals are in control. So Mike is spot on. No matter what President Trump does, Democrats will resist. Yeah, that's all they do. If you pick Moses, that was very well thought. If you pick Moses, they'll still be angry. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.